This is H.D. Ingles, and I'm back again to tell you about another book I have on Amazon. It's I guess you call it a bit of murder and mystery and suspense with some romance thrown in. The name of the book is called Justice Comes Slowly. Uh, it's a bit longer than the other books I might have shown you. I have two novels about this size, roughly 100,000 words. Uh, Not Gone with the Wind, but still a little bit. Uh, for starters, the two protagonists are a man, David Denton, who we meet him first when he's a U.S. Army major, extremely successful in his career. The men like him, they love him. The higher brass thinks he's going places. Okay, the second uh, character we meet is a Donna Denton, excuse me, Donna Masters. Uh, she is introduced when she's 14. Had a wonderful childhood. Her mother and father are killed in an accident. She has to live with an aunt and uncle she hates and who don't treat her well. Okay, so that's the two. Now for the story. What happens one time, Major Denton in 1980 gets off of maneuvers and he's told that his wife and young daughter have been raped and murdered. At the trial, because of a technicality, for lack of a better word, the murderer is let go, free. Denton resigns from the Army, a career he loves, to work for his father and younger brother, who run a extremely successful construction company in Raleigh, North Carolina. Okay. His brother, who's worried about it because of after what happened to his family, after David works for the company for a while, his brother assigns him a gorgeous secretary. And guess what? The gorgeous secretary is Donna Masters. All right. The two get along very well as boss and secretary. But eventually love blooms. But before a lot of this happens, there's a flashback to the mid-60s. Donna hates her aunt and uncle, and at the age of 16, runs away from home. She ends up in Dallas. She's kidnapped by some mobsters and forced into a life of prostitution. After 3 years, she finds a way to escape. Goes back to South Carolina and tries to make a life for herself. Now, a couple of these places, there's some 1980s and flashing back and the 1980s and flashing back. But I think I've avoided confusion. You know the dates when you start reading the chapter, in other words. Okay. So now we have David Denton who is still looking for the creep that murdered his wife and young daughter. But he's happily married now to Donna. But it's always on his mind. But, there's always a but in there. He, a sleazy lawyer, an ambulance chaser, has some knowledge of Donna's past as a prostitute, and he blackmails her for sex and money. Well, Denton's not too crazy about that. So now he has two creeps to take care of. Well, the rest of the story is how he handles these creeps and the final outcome. Well, I'm not going to tell you that for crying out loud. As a bit of an aside, most of this, I think I told you, takes place in Raleigh, North Carolina, and the police officers who are trying to solve crimes aren't comical cops, nothing like that. They are excellent detectives. But Denton had things too well planned and too well organized for him to be caught. And that's pretty much the story, except I'll tell you one more thing. A very close friend of Denton is a retired Army Master Sergeant named Bill Ames. He's extremely helpful to Denton and quite trustworthy. There's a side story chapter about Ames, which tells about his integrity and his competence and his general abilities at what job he does. And geez, I've told you everything, haven't I? Well, not quite everything, but enough to give you an idea. So, this is it. Justice comes slowly. And the title of the book sort of gives you a hint how long it takes justice to come. And so, after saying all of that, I'll say goodbye and have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye now. Just a bit of a footnote. If you look below, that's down, you'll see some relevant links to this little video. Thank you.